Hey, I'm Scott and I'm an American in Bangkok. I got a question from a guy. His name is Pierre. Okay, so good question and something that some people don't ever think about. Hello, what is your opinion on air pollution in Thailand, specifically Bangkok and Chiang Mai? Do you ever wear a mask when you go out? No, never. When you go into traffic? No, never. Are those masks even efficient? Some of them are, some of them aren't. The paper masks, I'm not sure how much they filter out the pollution. I think they're halfway decent for colds, to prevent the spread of a cold or something like that. But as far as the pollution goes, I wouldn't put my money on those little paper ones being doing the job. But then again, if you want to know about pollution basically pollution in the world, I found a site that is quite good. Now, let me see about these. Let me check out this. Where is it at here? Oh, okay. The masks. Okay, it says these are the favorites. 3M N95. It's actually 3M 9501 respirators. They are 5 to 6 RMB per unit, which is what I don't even know how much that is now. 5 RMB equals US dollars. Okay, so you're talking about 75 cents to $1 per mask, which is relatively cheap. And it says N95 stands for the mask ability to filter out at least 95% of airborne particles larger than 0.3 microns. For all, the test result, N95 is good enough for filtering most of the PM 2.5 particles, but sensitive persons can consider using N99 versions. Note that a similar mask with model number 9001 is also commonly available and corresponds to N90 filtration. Okay, maybe you figure on paying $1. Let me see here, because I'll give you a list of the different countries and what their pollution is. The name of the website I'm using is aqicn.org. And, of course, I'll put it in the description, and I'll have a link somewhere. Okay, before I get to Bangkok and Chiang Mai, let me just tell you that Manila, the rating is 152, which is in the red, and it's considered unhealthy. Let's see. Oh, wow, they didn't put that here. Let's see here. In Hong Kong, it is 68, which is moderate. Let's see here. I can't find it in Phnom Penh. In Shenzhen, China, 144, which is quite unhealthy. And Guangzhou is 151, also quite unhealthy. And then we got Singapore. Wow. Singapore, which ranges from 109 to 127, which is also unhealthy. Now, if we're talking about Bangkok, today the index is 12. Yesterday it was 21. That's good. That's considered good. From looking around other parts of Asia, that's excellent. So the pollution is not all that bad where they are checking in Bangkok. I don't know exactly where that is. Could be because of the rain and the storm coming through now. There's a tropical storm. There was a lot of rain last night. But yesterday it was 21. Today it's 12. And like I said, the storm just blew through, so maybe that had something to do with it. In Chiang Mai, yesterday was 28. And today is actually higher. It's 40, but that is still considered good. Now, the thing with Chiang Mai is that the city is down in a basin. and so the pollution sometimes tends to linger over the city, and there's not all that much wind, so it doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of sits there. Uh, if I was to decide which country to move to based on the pollution reports, Thailand is pretty good. Like I said, Hong Kong is 68. Bangkok, let me see here. Bangkok is 71. So, that's moderate. Listen, you know what pollution bothers me the most? Because I'm not really affected by the pollution here in Bangkok, at least most of the time. Noise pollution. Noise pollution from my neighbors, from cars, from everything. It's just noise pollution. I like quiet. I like peace. And even sometimes, I'll be sitting in a taxi and I don't want to hear the guy. I don't want to hear his music. The other day I'm in a taxi, the guy's playing his Isan music, and I just didn't feel like listening to it. I had a headache. I put my own music on. I started listening to the music. I'm listening to classical music, which most of the time I like rock. I'm listening to, there's a couple of pieces that I really like, classical music. And so I started listening to that. And even that was too much for me. I just wanted to be in a nice quiet room. I didn't want to hear my neighbors yapping. I didn't want to hear anybody building and hammering on the wall. And that's prevalent in Bangkok and a lot of other cities. You just got to deal with it. And hopefully one day I won't have to deal with it. I'll be somewhere where the only noise I hear is the frogs and the birds and the wind whistling through the air, or in the air rather. And yeah. So that's a good question, though. And yeah, my big thing is noise pollution. Okay, so let's see here. Got a couple things. This video is brought to you by High Speed Thai. I need my paper because I'm not smart enough to remember. Learn Thai quickly and efficiently using proven language acquisition methods. I've almost got that. I'm almost remembered that now. And I'll put a link up and also in the description. Yeah, what else? Oh, if you want more videos, more video podcasts, you want a forum to be able to discuss things without trolls screwing everything up, go to my website, AnAmericanInBangkok.com. There's a button on the right-hand side. You click member or become a member or something like that. I forget what the button says, but you click on members. Boom, it'll take you to a page. If you're a member, then you can log in. If you're not a member, then you can pay. It amounts to, it's $39.95 a year, which amounts to, what is that, about $3.20 or something like that a month. So that's like the price of a cup of coffee. Hopefully I'm worth that. I like to think so. And if you need consultation, there's a consultation button right below that members button. So please click like. Please share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about pollution here. Let me tell you, you know what I want to do? I'm sorry. I got to go back here for a second. When I did go to, I've been in Moscow twice, but once I was in Yekaterinburg in Russia. And in Moscow, I like Russia a lot. I really do. I really like the food there, and I like the bluntness and directness of the Russians. But one thing I noticed was when we were driving around in Moscow, all the cars were covered with soot, and it was just, they were filthy. It was like the windshields needed to be cleaned. You always had to have your use the wipers to clean the windshield to be able to see, at least in the area that I was in. And I just looked now, and the pollution index is 153, which is even higher than Manila, and it's very unhealthy. There is no real wind there, which is probably part of the problem. But anyway, that's all I got for now. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di lat jerken mai.